Hey everybody, how are you all doing? This is Monday, what day? July 6th. And I wanted to come live. I've been having a lot of tech issues, a lot of personal challenges. And I thought, well, the easiest way is to do a live. So we've got a pick a deck reading. And we're going to what the purpose of this video is for you to receive messages from the divine to guide you and aid you through this lunar eclipse we just had in Capricorn. There's a lot of and this is a time and energy of purging, releasing, transforming, becoming. A lot of the things that we grew up believing to be our truths, they became our beliefs, which became our values. This time, this energy is about really bringing those things to light and really allowing you to look at them more deeply and release the lies you were born into, and embrace the truths that are yours. Because truths are individual. They are unique to each and every single one of us. My truth is not your truth. Your truth is not my truth, like opinions, perspectives. And this is an energy that allows us to reflect and to go deep and to understand what is ours to keep and what it's time to let go of and release, to heal, forgive, so that we can grow and move beyond. So, sorry, that just all came to me. By the way, hello, welcome. My name is Tabitha Jane, and welcome to my channel. I do inspired readings. I often share messages I receive. And my intent in everything I do is to help others to their greatest good. I know energetically, lately I've been very sporadic. It's because I have, in my personal life, a buttload going on. I've got a job. I work overnights where I drive for the railroad. I just started a job today where I'm working days in an office. My mother is in cardiac intensive care because she has pneumonia. No, she doesn't have COVID. And in fact, they've tested her twice because they're trying very hard to find it and they can't. And if you want to know how we did that, there's a shielding video on this channel. After this uploads and everything, I'll try to remember to go back and put that in like the comments or something. But she doesn't have COVID. It's just that her stubbornness and her just like, yeah. She just, all the excuses and all the reasons and all the things, she refused to go to the doctor. Well, the cold turned into bronchitis, and bronchitis turned into pneumonia, and now it's septic. Now they're worried about her heart is, it's just a mess, okay? And then I've got my father here, and I'm taking care of him too. And then I do this. But that's okay. I can handle it. I might be tired, but I can handle it. My point in sharing that with you is that we all have things going on. Maybe we don't always talk about, but through this process and through this energy, I'm not going to share with you the realizations because honestly, frankly, they're very callous. But I've come to understand things that have been allowing me to be manipulated, I've allowed it. I was born into it. I was raised into it. I've just perpetuated the cycle. And even though I've grown a lot, I didn't understand all of this either. And so I feel like, for some of you, that may be one aspect. Who knows what's going to come, especially as Chiron goes into retrograde here. Who knows what else? Chiron is the wounded healer. And retrograde, it's about digging up those deep, dark, ugly hurts way within us. We don't even want to face. Things that we keep shielded, secret, hidden. But just understand that if things like that start to bubble up for you, it's not to hurt you. It's to allow you to acknowledge it so that you can release it and heal and move beyond. I'm starting to learn about astrology, so I cannot speak in depth on this. I can give you some really great astrologers I follow. I can put those links also down below, where you can learn more in depth from them and their teachings. I really can't spit. These are the messages that really resonated with me that are being pulled back out from what I heard, my interpretation. I hope that makes sense. All right. So if you all enjoy this channel and you enjoy the insights and the inspirations, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please consider leaving some comments, leave me some feedback. I'd love to hear what you guys are experiencing. What are you going through? What are your challenges? How can I help you? And if you really enjoy it, please consider subscribing because, and hit that little bell notification, do the all, so that way when I do go live, and if I've got the energy later, I do intend, my God, I've been intending for over a week now. It's just like, y'all, I'm just going to be brutal. Life is kicking my ass. Not lying. But I do intend to do a live reading, a free live tarot reading where I'll pull cards for you, answer questions to the best, of the information. But I got to get my energy up. But I really, really, really felt compelled to do this. So let's get right into it. Now that we've had all the hoopla. Thanks for hanging. I really do appreciate you guys. I hope you know that. And all of you who've been with me, I hope you do know sincerely how much I am grateful and appreciative for each and every single one of you. All right, so let's start with deck 1. Okay? I'm going to set these aside. And as this is a general reading, I'm asking for guidance for those of you when you find this, all right? Because time is only linear to us, not to spirit, not to our guides, not to our angels. We are the only, we put it in a linear fact, we make it linear. It's not linear. It's fluid. So when you find this message, understand this is the message you were meant to see and hear at this moment in your life. That's when it's relevant for you. Okay. Angels, guides, higher self, spirit. Messages and guidance, please. For those who watch this portion of the video, whenever that is in their life. What messages, what insight, what clarity, what guidance, what messages would you like them to know, please? Spirit guides, angels, and higher self. A sweat lodge. Wow. What is under the deck that's not visible to you? What's in the subconscious right now? The owl. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. This card flipped out 3 times when I was pre-shuffling. I wondered if it would show up. This is what is subconsciously going on. The owl. This is subconscious. The sweat lodge is where you're at right now. What's coming towards you? What guidance, clarity, information, insight? Beauty way. All right. This is a new deck. I'm going to get the book out and we're going to read about these because I think it's really important. And it's so odd to me that the owl, it kept coming out. So what's going on? What's going on behind the scenes? What's going on subconsciously? What's going on? What's being worked on? You may not necessarily realize yet. Owl is the master of the night. She can see situations with perfect clarity, more so when it is dark, and is able to discern truth when others are sightless. She helps you find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments of your life, and to embrace the night as your ally. Owl can bring you messages from the invisible world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voice of the ancestors and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. Look around you. Notice every detail and find the hidden messages brought to you by Owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. Owl guards against self-deception and insists that you notice, or that your motives be pure and transparent to all. What is the message that you are not hearing, the situation you are not seeing with clarity? Owl invites you to wait patiently, bide your time until it is right to act. Then do so decisively with no hesitation or remorse. I feel like what this represents, especially what's going on subconsciously, is maybe there are a lot of people right now who are struggling, challenged. You feel stuck in dark. You feel stuck, maybe depression, maybe anxiety, not knowing where to turn, not knowing what to do, not knowing. And your guides and your angels, your higher self, spirit, God, source, light, whatever you want to call it, is trying to tell you there is light there for you. There is clarity for you. You have vision. You know. But you got to trust. Trust yourself. Trust the knowing that you've been receiving. Self-deception, those are the lies. I kind of sort of spoke to this about the beginning, about this whole full moon eclipse in Capricorn, and then going into Chiron, the wounded healer. The self-deception, the lies that you've been taught since childhood, the things that you perceive to be truths. I feel like the owl is trying to subconsciously bring those to light so that you can see clearly, so that you can make your own, I want to say judgment, but that's really not the right word, perspective, paradigm shift. Does this serve you? Is this really benefiting you? All these things that have been down in the murk and the uck and the muck in your soul and spirit, are they really to your best interest? I also feel like the owl is asking you just to stop and take notice. Be aware. What are the messages? What are the details? Are you seeing synchronicities? I mean, are you seeing master numbers? Are you feeling compelled randomly to go do this or to go here? All of a sudden you meet this person and you have a conversation and one thing leads to another. Are you on the computer, on the internet, and your social media? Somebody says something and you're like, what is that? You start reading, researching, you gain enlightenment, you gain clarity, a new perspective, a new paradigm. Are you noticing these things? Are you following the white rabbit? As they say in the Matrix. Are you following the white rabbit? Your guides, your angels, higher self, spirit, whatever you want to call it, God source, whatever. They're giving you a trail to follow. They're trying to lead you to your greatest good, to help you understand you, to benefit you, to grow you. Okay, let's see. So what's going on right now? The sweat lodge. Oh boy. Feel like we're in a place right now. I haven't read this one before. Like I said, this is a new deck. I'm still learning. But I do feel like that is a place of angst. Going back. The sweat lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones to swear away old habits and beliefs. Heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of Mother, you are offered second chances. This is a time to journey inward into the darkness and hidden places of your soul and reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what energies, and without judging it, invite it to bring you its gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will not be consumed by the process. Life is offering you a second chance. Take it, since this chance may not come your way again for a while. Mother Earth is calling you into her womb and inviting you to incubate as long as needed for a spiritual rebirth. Gift yourself time to be with your darkness, your fears, your pain, and your seeds of beautiful potential, and you will come out the other side free, wise, full of creativity. Okay, guys. You saw me shuffle. You saw the cards drop. Again, those of you who've chosen this group, your guides and your angels are really supporting you. They are there for you. They are encouraging you. They're asking for you to take that time, make that space, go within. Hear, listen, allow the healing process. Allow the owl to guide you through the darkness of this healing journey. This is kind of great, but this is how it rolls. I think this is beautiful. Okay, Beauty Way. Where are we going? The Beauty Way is both a path that you travel and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. The Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and others. Stop to smell the roses. Take a deep breath. Look up at the stars. Recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. Stop trying to fix relationships that you believe are broken. Recognize that things are exactly as they need to be in this moment, and acknowledge the inherent beauty in that. When you understand this, you will be able to bring about the change you want. Do not engage in gossip about the darkness and flaws of others. Be careful not to be seduced by superficial beauty of a project or relationship you are toying with, unless you are willing to pay a price for that later. Feel like your guides are telling you going forward, as your paradigm shifts, as your perspective shifts, as you gain this new insight and clarity, you heal and release, you're going to find beauty. And through beauty, there is abundance. There is richness and depth and just like the words are, I feel it. I feel the feeling, but I can't, the words, it's beyond our language. It's beyond, like this feeling of wholeness and completeness and oneness and connectedness and just like, wow. Life is crazy awesome, crazy beautiful. All right. Well, I'm going to pull just a few tarot cards because this one, Mac, I had a lot to say. Oh, come on. Let's play nice. All right, spirit, guides, angels, higher self. Any additional? What would you like us to know about the owl? Is there a clarifier? Is there a message that you would like those who are watching this reading to know about the owl, please? Messages, insight, and clarity, please, regarding the owl. What would you like us to know? What more do we need to know? Actually, guys, this is pretty, I feel like this is pretty in-depth. Oh, there we go. Eight of Swords. Understand, realize, sometimes we feel trapped. Sometimes we feel stuck in our own head. Sometimes our thoughts are so overpowering. We don't know up from down, left from right. But I feel like this card popped out with the owl to let you know you're not stuck. You only perceive yourself to be stuck. And once you allow that insight, that clarity, that guidance to penetrate the darkness your mind has trapped you in, you're going to break free. You're going to realize you're not stuck. The Sweat Lodge, spirit guides, angels. 3. What do we have? Oops. I really need a better workspace. All right, we got the King of Pentacles, reverse. Ace of Swords, reversed. And 3 of Cups. I feel like right now maybe you're feeling a little bit a lack, physical, earthly, tangible lack. And also a fear to speak your truth. You desire celebration, victory, coming together. But the lack of abundance is dominating you, as is the fear of speaking your truth. Things are happening in the world, and it feels like they're beyond our control. But what we desire a victory, coming together, celebration, and moving forward. But right now, it's not happening. I feel like that is the lack of abundance and the lack of the ability to speak your truth. That is severely impacting. Looking this up again. I'm looking it up again, Sweat Lodge. It says I'm reading, I'm channeling. Yeah, that journey inward into the dark hidden places of your soul to reconnect with ancient earth wisdom. Creating a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. You're being offered an opportunity to shed and heal the aspects of your life that you've outgrown. Do not worry. Do not worry that you won't be consumed by the process. And I feel like it is. It's a healing process. The lack of abundance, the fear to speak your truth. And I think that's what your guides want you to know. There's healing. There is a celebration. There is victory. It is coming for you. It is coming for you. Through this process, through this journey. What did I do with my deck of cards? Oh, here they are. Okay. Beauty Way. Spirit guides, angels, higher self, insight, clarity, wisdom for Beauty Way, please. What is coming in our future? What clarity, insight? Please, Spirit guides. What would you like us to know regarding what is coming in our direction in the near future? Well, King of Cups. Sitting up there right on top. Let's see what else. And 5 of Wands reversed. That's lovely. King of Cups is about emotional stability, emotional fulfillment. Calling to you. The desires, your heart's desires. And the 5 of Wands in reverse is letting go of the battle. Letting go of all the challenges, letting go of the hardships. They're no longer. 5 of Wands reversed, I feel like it is, lesson is complete, cycle is complete. It is, you're ready to move on and move forward. So guys, I think that was really awesome. I know it was long, but I had a lot to share. And for those of you who picked deck 1, I hope you found this insightful, helpful, and inspirational, because I really feel like this is super beautiful for you. I really do. All right. Let us get ready. For those of you who chose deck 2, let's see what guidance, what clarity, what messages and insights. There will be timestamps in the description after the upload is finished. Spirit guides, angels, higher self. For those who see this portion, what messages, what clarity, what guidance do you have? What would you like to share? Thinker, this is where you're at. So where you're currently at. Where are we going, guides, spirits, angels, please? All right, I'm feeling compelled. Okay. For you all, subconsciously, what's going on? Between worlds. Divided. Yeah, a bunch of Geminis. Sorry, I'm a Gemini, I can say that. Okay, what's coming towards us, please? For those who are watching this message, spirit guides, angels, higher self, what is coming towards us in the near future, please? Happy, happy. Whoop, whoop. That is lovely. That is lovely. All right, y'all. Let me grab this book. So, what is going on between worlds? Let's take a look and get a little bit more in-depth insight information. Transition is not being quite out of one situation, fully engaged in another, temporary blindness, no man's land. So this is what's going on subconsciously, guys. For those of you who picked deck 2, this is where things are like wonky right now. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity, trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, you will not be disappointed. Relationships, this is a time to explore new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't know yet if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. All right, prosperity. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different areas, arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you have ever known before. And last, protection. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. So, excuse me, I'm allergy medicine. I got to take it. Subconsciously right now, it's like you all are working through a great deal of deep wisdom, insights, clarity, messages, healing, releasing, understanding, learning lessons. There's a lot going on for you all subconsciously. And I mean, like, that can be seriously overwhelming. There's just a lot because you're in between. You're working your way through. I'm going to go as far as to say to 3D, like the physical reality as we know it. You know, that set in stone, walk in my step, do as I say, follow my footprints. You're only good enough to do what I did. That mindset. And then the other mindset, the more 5D, is like, well, what do I want? What do I really want? What do I desire? What is it that is relevant for me? What is going to give me fulfillment and purpose? What brings me joy? I mean, you can work 8 jobs and get all this money, but really, who cares? Who cares? Because you're too exhausted to do anything with it. And so what? You worked for all this stuff. You missed life. You missed walks on the beach barefoot. You missed playing with your kids, teaching them how to throw a softball. You missed watching every day, like going out, checking in your little garden. Did your tomatoes grow? What flowers, what new flowers have bloomed? All the work, all the hard work, all the things. For what? You're too tired. You don't have time. You don't have the energy to stop and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I feel like that's kind of what this in between the worlds, that's what it's about. But let's go deeper. Okay. Sorry guys, I know this is long, but I feel like there are a lot of messages. There's a lot going on right now, and we're all trying to understand. All right, let's see. 44, the thinker. What is going on right now? All right. Strategy, being analytical and logical. That's where you're at right now. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value, follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple. You will win the game of life you're playing right now. Relationship. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is the time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. Things should tell you who they are and take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. Prosperity. Calculated action is called for now. It is important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friends now. So get out your journal, write down what you're going what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is spirit. You will win this game. You will triumph. You will be for the highest good of all. Protection. You might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically is not going to work out right now. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest. Do something creative, exercise, or meditate. Soon you'll come to your senses with an aha moment that will bring new clarity. All right, and the outcome is happy, happy. I can look it up, but I think happy, happy is pretty self-explanatory. Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. The oracle's message. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You are free from shackles of longing. And able, to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy, moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is the result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. Interesting how all things correlate. Relationship. There are moments in relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now and not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself like bees to honey. Prosperity. This is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment, too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. Protection. Lighten up, because this is the time to be ridiculous and silly. See the world through the eyes of a clown. Don't take yourself or any action right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Spirit wants to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath, each moment. Miracles lie in the silly things today. All right, guys. These are the oracle messages. Again, ask angels, guides, higher self. Can we please get some wisdom, insight, and clarity between the worlds? Well, that was quick. Temperance. Isn't that interesting? Balance and balance. Finding balance. Grounding. Do you see how temperance, one foot is in the pool of emotion and one foot is solid on the earth, grounded, secure. Through this process, there's an exchange. One bottle to the other. Releasing, letting go to fill yourself, to serve you. Thinker, spirit guides, angels, higher self. Where are we at right now? What message, insight, clarity do you have, please? Sorry, guys. Alarm's going off on my phone. Messages, insight, clarity, wisdom. No, this is the one that was turned around. Justice, balance, justice. I'm feeling balance again. That's the word I keep hearing. You've got balancing, understanding the difference between, oh my goodness, what Where? Wait. Where did I write that down? The difference between polarity and judgment. Understanding the difference. Polarity, is like a magnet. You've got the negative charged in and you've got the positive charged in. But it takes both to create a whole. And that is where the balance comes into place. Understanding things in life, sometimes the contrast, the differences, the things that maybe we don't like, but those are opportunities for us to learn and understand what we do like, what we do want, what changes can we make to move towards what it is we really desire. Judgment, good, bad, good or bad, dark, ugly. When you're sitting there and you're putting those labels and those brands on actions, and typically, honestly, we do it to ourselves more than anybody else. We're putting these brands on these labels, and they stop us, they limit us, they keep us bound. And I really feel like where you're at right now, you're being asked to really stop and take time and think. Are you judging yourself? Or are you finding that contrast and allowing that shift to lead you to the happiness? Instead of saying, oh, I don't make enough money, I'm not happy in this job. Finding that okay, well, you know what? I'm thankful I've got a job. At least I have a job. And at least I've got whatever resources I've got. So I know to be smart with that. Really would like a job that challenges me a little bit more. And it's okay to desire change. It's always okay to desire. We're designed. We're not designed to be stagnant. We are not designed to be complacent. We are not designed to be satisfied. We are designed to desire more. But, in the process is finding the gratitude. Okay, yeah, I got a job. I have a job. And I'm doing all right. And I'm thankful and grateful for that. I'd really like, instead of, well, I hate this job. The hours suck. The pay sucks. That's judging, and that's calling more of that into you. And I think that's where this between the worlds is understanding, starting to realize we can be where we are right now. We can be in the gray, the ugly ick. But hey, we're alive. We're breathing. We're experiencing. We know there are sunny days ahead of us. We know there's the greater good. We know there's happiness and joy and rainbows. We know what's out there. Instead of dwelling in the gray, the dreary, and judging it and hating it and cussing it out, okay, at least I have an existence. I have opportunities. I've got something to work with. I'd really like more. And it's okay to go into the more, but not doing it with hating where we're at, because that law of attraction, law of attraction doesn't discriminate. Law of attraction doesn't understand. I want, I don't want. Law of attraction just says, well, you're focused on this. I'm going to give you more of this. And, you know, if you can shift your gears and get yourself to a place in your thoughts where you can move towards that happy, it makes a big difference. I'm telling you, it ain't easy. It is possible, but it does work. Spirit guides, angels, higher self. What inspiration, insight, clarity, what is coming towards us in the near future with this happy? What is this group learning? What is this group transitioning to, please? Nine of Swords. Putting it down, letting it go. All done. Releasing the anguish. Releasing the thoughts. Letting it go. Bye-bye. It's one sword away from the burden, but I feel like I just really feel like with 9 is a completion card. 9 is a master number. 9 is about maturity. And I feel like the 9 of Swords, especially with the imagery with this particular card, this particular deck, it's realizing, understanding the mental burden that has been limiting you. And saying, you know what? That's it. I am all done. I am all done. I had my own 9 of Swords moment the other day, so I'll do a separate video because this one's getting really long. But I'll do that and let y'all know about that. All right, so those of you who picked deck 2, I hope this has been helpful. I hope it resonates. I hope it gives you some clarity and insight, and especially some guidance in everything that's going on right now, because emotions are high, anxieties are high, just like verbal communications are just like, oh, off the charts wonky. It is all these retrogrades. It's the, that lunar eclipse, because that energy is going to be with us for a while. The lunar eclipse in Capricorn, and it's a call to justice. It's a call, like pulling up, dredging, all that. And then, like I said at the very beginning, Chiron is now going retrograde, and he's the wounded healer. And so it's about pulling up those wounds, grabbing that icky, sticky, ooey gooey nastiness we all have buried within us, bringing it to the surface so we can see it in the light of day. And so I really, truly hope that whatever came through is meaningful and resonates for you. All right, this is the last deck. This is the last reading. Spirit guides, angels, higher self. Words of wisdom, message, clarity, insight. For those who watch this particular reading, what would you like them to know? What messages do they need to hear to guide them through this time, this energy, this period? Thank you, spirits. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels, higher self, for the wisdom and the words, for allowing me this gift. Thank you. All right. What's going on right now? Horse, freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. This is where you're at right now. That, you know what? I feel like that's where you want to be right now. Yeah. I feel like that's where your desire is. Let's see what's going on subconsciously. What's going on behind the scenes? Dear love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. And I'm hearing challenge, struggle. I feel like this is the message, the subconscious message your guides